Apes and Apettes, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing great today. But what I want to say is stop sabotaging the Moass. And I'm obviously not talking to a majority of you guys, I would think. Hopefully not. But people are doing this, and we need other creators to spread this message, or the Moass might just be sabotaged. And before you hit that dislike button, before you comment down below, before you unsubscribe, hear me out here, because this is all 100% factual. Tag your favorite creators down below in the comment section so they can also get behind this message, because it is vital for the whole squeeze trade that we have right now in front of us with AMC, which is looking very good. Nevertheless, we'll go over some of that data at the end of this video. But first off, into the important things. Don't even care if you subscribe. Don't subscribe off this video. Don't care. Hit the like button for me and comment down below so it helps to push this message out to as many people as possible. So if you guys are unaware, I have my personal money invested in AMC, and I want to see the Moass more than anybody else. 100% guarantee that, at least in my eyes. I want to see it more than anybody else. Now, what is our true advantage as retail investors in this movement? Hopefully you can tell me this. If you can't, I will tell you right now. It's we all have the same goal, and we are united in the fact that we are buying and holding. Okay, we get that. You probably already knew that. But nobody can fuck with 4 million retail investors that are holding onto their shares and acting as a single hedge fund. But we aren't shit if we're divided about certain things. And what I see going on right now is people are divided about other creators, about price targets, about everything else under the moon. But it's kind of like, say you bought a lottery ticket. You bought a fucking lottery ticket. You hit $1 million on that lottery ticket. Are you going to be mad? Are you going to be mad if somebody said, hey, you're going to win $20, but you won $1 million, but you wanted to win $100 million? Would you be mad? You wouldn't be mad. So this really comes down to a lot of what I've been seeing today about price targets. People are mad about Lou. They're mad about Angelo. They're mad about other people's price targets. They're mad about my price target sometimes. And my price target is in between $5,000 and $10,000. That's the psychological level that I think a majority of people would be able to hold onto their gains. In other words, if you bought 100 shares of AMC at $25 per share, that's $2,500. I think it's not impossible to think people wouldn't hold their shares to $500,000. That would be $5,000 per share on 100 shares. That's my opinion. Ultimately, doesn't matter what I say. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the next guy says. Their price target's 100 or 500 or $1 million. Does not matter. Nobody knows where this thing is going to go. And that's ultimately why it's important for you guys to come to your own conclusions. But let's circle back to what our strength is and what will sabotage the Moass. Because like I said, we are unstoppable acting as one. But as the more division keeps happening, and I see this everywhere, Twitter, YouTube, literally everywhere I see this division. The longer this goes on, the less people that actually want to be a part of this trade, that say, hey, these fucking people can't even act as one. This isn't the same movement I joined 6 months ago. I'm going to go ahead and hit the fast sell button and realize massive losses. That's the last thing I want for any of you guys. That's the last thing I want for the trade. That's the last thing I want in general. So this is really not a video that I wanted to make. I don't like to make these more philosophical type videos, but they are very important in keeping people leveled and grounded. Because if the hedge funds can look at a community that 6 months ago, say, was all united, whether it was a crazy high price target of 500,000 or whether it's 5,000, they were still united. And you're still looking at massive bankruptcies. Either way this plays out. Citadel, gone. Vaporized, as some people would say. It's gone. Forget about them. Forget about 50% of the hedge funds, if not more, that are invested in AMC. Some will cover before they're actually bankrupt, right? You're going to need shorts covering. Some will exit their positions, but a majority will go bankrupt, and you will make a lot of money. You'll hopefully, God willing, all of you guys will get rich. And that's exactly why I say this, because I think that. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know exactly what is going to happen. If I did, I would probably leverage all my properties. I would probably sell everything and put everything into AMC. But I simply don't know. Does that mean I don't think it's going to go to a certain price? Or does that mean I care what somebody else says? Point about all of this is to say, no matter if you agree or disagree with somebody's statement, specifically a price target, do not go around saying this person's wrong, fuck this person, things like that. Don't spread the FUD. We're so concerned about Motley Fool spreading FUD, but I think more FUD is spread by people that are bashing other people. That's why I never, ever, have ever once made a negative video about any other content creator. It is bad for the movement and does not help anything. And I hope other creators get behind what I'm saying here. And I hope you guys feel at least the passion behind what I'm saying, because there's no way I'm incorrect here. Well, excuse me. No way I'm incorrect in the division is bad for the community. I might be wrong with 5,000 to 10,000. It might go much higher than that. Who knows? Does it matter what I say? No. Ultimately, you come to your own conclusions and do your own research anyways, because you are responsible for your financial destiny and your financial future. So push this message out. And I think a lot of this, it's just coming down to all of the videos about price targets I'm seeing. This guy, this is going to be the first time I ever call somebody out, but come on. AMC to 100K plus. Lou versus Wall Street says no way. Trust this bully. Lou working for the hedge funds. Like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know why it was recommended to me, talking about Al from Boston and Lou, but just to make videos like this, you're not really an ape and you're not a part of the community if you are trying to divide people and expose creators that people like. I have no issues with anybody else. I don't care what people do. I don't care what people say, because ultimately the only reason I ever watch a video is to get somebody's opinion on something. Nobody's word is fact. Not Al from Boston, not Lou versus Wall Street, not the Mass Investor, Short the VIX, Review Dork, Macors, Trade Trades, or anybody else. Nobody's right or nobody is wrong with what they say. But when people, and I know I'm kind of ranting now because it's kind of frustrating, because it's like you spent so long to put in all of this time, dedication, and for a lot of people, emotional connections to this community and to this trade, me included. I fucking love you guys. I want everybody, even people that don't like me, to do very well and make a lot of money. But when you see all of the mixed opinions that are backed up with a lot of hate, that's where the problem is. Feel free to have mixed, opinions. Don't think everybody's right, but don't bash other people. Don't come to the comment sections of my videos or anybody else's videos just saying you're an investor in AMC, you're an ape, but you're trying to cause fear. You're trying to cause FUD. And I know this doesn't go for probably 95% of you guys, but for the 5% this does apply to, who cares what people say? I know you have that urge to say your piece and get your part out. I get that. 100% get that. Trust me. I feel the same way when people say false information about AMC or anything else. I want to address it, but if it's not going to help the community and it's not going to put dollars in my pocket, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. The only thing I do and did do without putting money in my pocket was make YouTube videos for 6 months before I ever made a dime, every single day, multiple times a day, because I fucking love what I do. And I love you guys, and I want you guys to make the most amount of money as possible. And this is a huge obstacle. If the hedge funds are looking at this and saying, hey, like I said just a couple minutes ago, they're saying, hey, well, the community is really starting to become undivided. What do you think we should do with our positions? Do you think there's a chance of seeing the Moass? And when they're asking those questions, they're going to say, hey, what's the percentage? Say when everybody is not divided, everybody is united, at least in positivity and spreading information without the negativity, they could say, hey, the odds of us, seeing another big rally and getting short squeezed, say theoretically 95%. Say theoretically, they're doing that same calculation and they're saying, hey, we can hold out covering on our short positions because now a bunch of people are divided and they're not thinking on the same lines. So maybe it's only a 50% chance. Theoretically, right? That's what I'm saying. It's delaying the Moass at worst. It's just delaying the Moass. And for people like this, I mean, I don't like to call anybody out, but come on. come on now. Come on. Just get real. But I see this with everybody's videos in the comment sections. I read a lot of comments everywhere, and it's just not good. Just not good. So it'd be nice to see other people with bigger followings to talk about this. And hopefully I didn't rant too much, and hopefully you guys are still here. I know I kind of just went off the handles a little bit, and it kind of feels good to get that off my chest, because I've been meaning to for a while now, and it just feels like it's the tipping point right now, where that sentiment is really starting to change and attack people. Lou versus Wall Street, Al from Boston, me, other people. I see it with everybody. So that's the situation on that. I mean, hopefully you guys got an insight into what you can do to help the situation, and to, one, spread positivity helps the situation, but to also stop bashing other people. I don't care who does what, just stop doing it. It's not helping to put dollars into your pocket, so why would you do that? And like I said, I know that doesn't apply for most of you guys, but for anybody that does do that watching, if you really want to make money, stop doing that. It hurts the movement. Other than that, let's talk about the current state of the Moass and what kind of to expect next week. We're not going to get too far into the crazy data, but as far as next week, we don't really have any big catalyst besides earnings, and that is going to be a big catalyst. But we don't have the Fed next week that I'm aware about. We may have some secondary speakers, but the FOMC meeting is not until January 26th and the 27th, so that is after next week. So that's not a big catalyst, and we do have a lot of fear that is priced into the markets for that catalyst. But as far as where we sit for AMC, we did close above $20 per share. So hedge funds obviously want to pin the stock above $20 per share. For whatever reason, they pin the stock where they want. It's been in between $23 and $20 for a while now with really low volume. And that's also a point that I want to make clear in this video, is that when AMC has low volume, it's easy to manipulate the stock. They can't manipulate the stock in the same way once volume comes into the stock. So the real question you should ask yourself is, do you think volume is going to come back into the stock? And the undoubtable answer to that is yes, right? Not all stocks with high short interest actually do squeeze. The factor that makes AMC unique is the attention, the eyeballs, the big dollar signs that are behind this trade, as well as the community. So I'm 100% certain, me personally, the Moass is going to happen. As far as next week is concerned, it could be a pretty muted week. We could just stay in between this range, in between $20 and $23 per share. I would be surprised if we break out past the 50-day simple moving, or 20-day simple moving average. Excuse me. Two blue lines here. A little slow. It's been a long day. But the 20-day simple moving average right about here, that's at about $26 per share. That's the real level to watch to see if we can get that solid break out of this bearish downtrend into a bullish uptrend. Like I said, I expect it to be a pretty muted week. Once we do get earnings that come around for AMC, I don't believe we have a confirmed day. I'll get you guys that information once we do. That's when we should see a bigger move, as we will get guidance from Adam Aaron. We will have more earnings out the way by then. So that's going to be key. Probably going to be a pretty muted week overall. We don't have really any catalyst to be concerned about. As far as the Ortex data, I'll go ahead and give this a quick refresher. Looking at 19.26% short interest of free float, about 99 million shares that are sold short. Short interest change went up about 0.74% on Friday. Return shares 2.14 million, borrowed shares 2.91 million, borrowed change of 779.3 thousand shares. Cost to borrow is going up just a little bit. Cost to borrow max at 1.9%. Share utilization is 75.34%. Days to cover at 2.45. So all of this looking incredibly bullish. We already know the option chain as well. I'll briefly pull that up for you guys. You're looking at 630,000 calls that are out of the money for next week, 87,644 calls that are in the money as well for next week, 114,000 puts that are in the money, and 280,000 puts that are out of the money. So that's basically the scoop. not really my price prediction video. I'm going to have to do more digging into specific catalysts on what day, examine the algorithmic trading program a little bit more to give you guys a more definitive price prediction. And that will obviously come tomorrow, as the markets are not open on Monday because of Martin Luther King Day. So basically that's the gist of this video. And I hope more people start to talk about this. Because it's really a weak spot within the community. And I think it's really been evolving as emotions have been flying, as things have changed around. Sure, some people said 100,000 is possible. We all know who we're talking about here. Some people said 100,000 is possible. And then now they're saying a couple thousand. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. One person saying one thing doesn't matter. Other people saying something does not matter. I don't care how much you like them, how much you love them, or how much you hate them. It's not going to make the stock do exactly what they say. So that's the general concept. Hopefully more people get behind this and we help to strengthen the community. And I really didn't want to make this video, and I have held off for a very long time actually making this video, and it's been on my mind for a while, but I see the situation getting worse. And that's why I wanted to bring it to your guys' attention. So start today. Put something positive down below in the comment section. That positivity really does go a long way. So hit the like button for me. Consider subscribing to the channel. I don't care if you do. Subscribe to the channel if you guys like the insight here and you guys want to stay up to date with everything AMC. Also, if you guys want to support the channel as well as get access to all of my trades in real time, link for the Patreon is down below. And that will give you a link to basically sign up for the buy and sell alert. It's all very simple to do. So if you guys want to be a part of that, link down below in the pinned comment in the comment section. Love and appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.